Okay, so now that we have drawn our pictogram, I would like to have a go at interpreting this pictogram. Remember, when we interpret a pictogram, we answer questions about it, don't we? Now, before you interpret any pictogram, it's a good idea to find out how many of each item you have. So let's do that before we interpret the pictogram. So how many fish have we got? Well, we've got 2, 4, and then a half square, which is 5. Okay, so we've got 5 fish, because remember, each full square is 2 animals. Okay, what about frogs? Well, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1 half square, which is 9. Okay, it's difficult writing upside down. And then how many butterflies have we got? Well, we've got a full square, which is 2, and a half square, which is 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we have got 5 fish, 9 frogs, and 3 butterflies. Okay, so my first question is, which animal did he see the most of? Now, when we look for the most, we look for the largest number. So we've got 5 fish, 9 frogs, and 3 butterflies. Which number is the largest there? Well, yes, it's 9, isn't it? So he saw the most number of frogs. Now, what about the least? Which animal did he see the least of? Could you pause the video and have a think for me, Year 2? Okay, Year 2. So remember, when we looked for the most, we found the largest number. So when we look for the least, we're going to be looking for the smallest number. Now, is the smallest number 5 or 3? Yes, that's right, it's 3, isn't it? So he saw the least number of butterflies. Fantastic, well done. So now my next question is harder than this. How many fish and butterflies did he see all together? How many fish and butterflies did he see all together? Well, when we talk about all together, we are finding the total. We are finding the whole. So are we going to need to do an addition or a subtraction? Yes, fantastic. When we find the total, we do an addition. So we need to do an addition number sentence. And I said I wanted to find the total number of fish and butterflies. So how many fish are there? Well, there are 5 fish and there are 3 butterflies. So I'm going to do the addition number sentence 5 plus 3 to find the total number of fish and butterflies. Now, what's 5 plus 3? We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we go. He saw 8 fish and butterflies all together. Okay, so now I've got a question for you. How many frogs and butterflies did he see all together? Pause the video now and see if you can work it out. Okay, Year 2, so let me get rid of my number sentence. And I asked, how many frogs and butterflies did he see all together? Remember, when we work out all together, we're working out the total. So we're going to do an addition. Now, how many frogs did he see? Yes, he saw 9 frogs. And how many butterflies did he see? He saw 3 butterflies. So we're going to do the addition number sentence, 9 plus 3, which is, yes, it's 12, isn't it? 9, 10, 11, 12. So he saw 12 frogs and butterflies all together. Fantastic. Okay, I think I need to make my question even harder because you're too good at this. I would like to know how many more frogs he saw than fish. How many more frogs he saw than fish? So we are going to be finding the difference between the number of frogs he saw and the number of fish he saw. Now remember, when we looked at interpreting pictograms last week, when we found the difference, we did a subtraction, didn't we? So we're going to be doing a subtraction again because we're finding the difference between the number of fish he saw and the number of frogs he saw. Now, when we do a subtraction, we always start with the largest number, don't we? So do we need to start with 9 or 5? Yes, we need to start with 9. So we're going to do 9 subtract 5 because that's the number of fish he saw. Now, what is 9 subtract 5? Well, we've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There we go. So he saw 4 more frogs than he did fish. The difference between the amount of frogs he saw and the amount of fish he saw is 4. Fantastic. Okay, I've got a question for you now. How many more fish did he see than butterflies? Could you pause the video and work that question out for me, Yetu? Okay, Yetu, so let me get rid of my subtraction number sentence. Okay, and my question to you was, how many more fish did he see than butterflies? Well, remember, when we find the difference, we do a subtraction. So we're going to need a subtraction number sentence here. Now, I asked, how many more fish than butterflies? Now, when we do a subtraction, we start with the largest number, don't we? Now, is that largest number 5 or 3? Yes, it's 5, isn't it? So we're going to do 5 subtract 3. What's 5 subtract 3? Yes, it's 2, isn't it? 5, 4, 3, 2. So there you go. He saw 2 more fish than he did butterflies. There is a difference of 2 between the number of fish he saw and the number of butterflies he saw. Fantastic, well done. So now it is your turn. You have 2 questions, question 3 and question 4 on resource 2, which is all about interpreting pictograms. So could you pause the video and have a go at answering these questions for me? Okay, Yetu. So now I am going to start sharing my screen with you again, so we can do some problem solving. There we go. Okay, so let me put my screen up. So Sam is drawing a pictogram to show the animals seen on his walk. Okay, so each of his symbols equals 2 animals. So how many ducks did he see? Well, he saw 2, 4, 6, because there are 6 full circles, and then there's a half circle which equals 7, because a half circle is 1, isn't it? So he saw 7 ducks. Now for squirrels, there's only 1 full circle. So how many squirrels did he see? Yes, he saw 2 squirrels, because 1 circle equals 2 animals. And how many butterflies did he see? Well, there are 3 full circles. So therefore, he saw 6 butterflies, because the first circle is 2 butterflies, the second circle is 4 butterflies, and the third circle is 6 butterflies. Now, what is the question asking us? Well, the boy says, Sam says, I must draw 4 circles to show 7 birds. Well, is he correct? Well, let's start by drawing the first circle. Okay, now, the first circle, how many birds does that represent? That represents 2 birds, doesn't it? And what about if we add another circle? How many birds does that represent now? Yes, you're right. That represents 4 birds, because each circle represents 2 birds each. So we've got 2, 4. Now, could you carry on the pictogram for me and find out if he has to use 4 circles to show 7 birds? Okay, Yetu, so let's carry on. Let's add another circle. Now, another circle, how many birds would that be? Yes, that would be 6 birds, wouldn't it? 2, 4, 6. Now, if we add 2 onto 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. Now he only wants to show 7 birds. So therefore, are we going to need another full circle? Like that. Well, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. No, we're not going to need another full circle, are we? But 3 circles would be too little, because that's 6 birds. That would be showing 6 birds. So what do we need to do here too? Well, yes, we need to remove that last circle and put a half circle, because that half circle represents 1. So now we've got 2, 4, 6, and 1 more, which is 7. So therefore, he is incorrect, because 4 circles would represent 8 birds. He needs 3½ circles, doesn't he? Fantastic. Okay, shall we look at another problem-solving question? Also, here we go. We've got a true or false question. So this is asking us to interpret the pictogram. Okay, so it says, there are 6 less dogs than rabbits. Well, let's have a look at the key first. How many animals does 1 square represent? Well, 1 square represents 2 animals. Okay, so therefore, let's find out how many dogs there are. Well, there's one full square, which is 2 dogs, and then 1 half square, which is add 1, 3 dogs. Okay, so we've got 3 dogs. Now, how many rabbits do we have? Well, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm counting up in twos because we've got full squares. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 1 half square, which is 9. So we are trying to find the difference here. So we need to do a subtraction number sentence. So we need to do 9 subtract 3 because there are 9 rabbits and there are 3 dogs. What's 9 subtract 3? Yes, it's 6, isn't it? So therefore, is that true or false? There are 6 less dogs than rabbits. Well, that's true, isn't it? Now we've got another question here. There are 13 fish and dogs all together. Okay, so could you pause the video and see if that statement is true or false? Okay, yeah, 2. So let's see how many fish there are. Well, we have got all full squares for fish, so we can count up in twos, can't we? So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 12 fish altogether. And how many dogs have we got? Well, we've got 1 full square and 1 half square. So that's 2, 3. So we've got 12 fish and we've got 3 dogs. Now we're trying to find the total. So therefore, we're going to need to do addition, aren't we? So 12 equals, it equals 15, not 13. So therefore, that statement is false, isn't it? Fantastic. Well done if you got that right. So now it is your turn. You have a problem-solving worksheet, which is called Year 2 Maths, 8th of February, Resource 3, okay? And it has some questions just like the ones we've done together just now. Okay, now there's no extension worksheet today because I think we've done enough problem solving for one day. Well, have a fantastic rest of your day, Year 2, and I will see you in our next maths lesson. Bye!